not too long ago, actually. My husband died in 2016. He had, in fact, I've just written a book about the whole experience because we were praying for a miracle. And the journey, actually, it lasted about 20 months. And the journey was miraculous, but we just didn't get the miracle we were looking for. Wow. And we were expecting him to be healed. We were expecting him to be well. And of course, that didn't happen. And that's quite difficult, yes, really difficult. Because, you know, I was married for 43 years.
Wow,
you know,
so tough. And
loved him completely, utterly. So he was my co-leader. We founded the work of Heartbeat and then NGM, and we did everything together. To suddenly not have him around was a real, you know, difficulty in my life. And how was I going to really accept what had happened, because it wasn't what I was looking for. It wasn't what he was looking for. It wasn't what we had so many people praying for us from all over the world. And it wasn't what they were saying or what they were looking for when they prayed. And yeah, it was just...
So how did you navigate your faith through that?
Well, we had always said in our life, we will do whatever God tells us to do. We'll go wherever God tells us to go. And when Ray died, and it was so unexpected because he was getting better. And he was almost off all medication. He had a driver in his arm, and they were getting less and less and less. And then the last day came, and they said to him, will we take your driver off today? He was only on the equivalent of half, 5 mil, I should say, of morphine. And that was all. There was nothing. He was on no other medication. And he said, oh, do you know what? I'm really tired today. Could we just do it tomorrow? But for him, tomorrow never came. That night, I was with him all day, and he was sleeping most of the day. And basically, he just slept into the arms of Jesus. I had a friend who cooked me a meal and said, she brought it round, I think around 7 or around that time. I went downstairs to get the meal. I sat for 10 minutes, ate the meal, came back upstairs, and he had gone. Wow. That leaves me with a problem, you know. How do I reconcile that with what I was believing for? I didn't understand what had happened, and it was like, God, where are you in all this? I mean, I prayed for Ray. I prayed for him to be raised from the dead. I did everything. I rebuked the spirit of death. I did everything you're taught to do, and it didn't make any difference. So that particular night, I stood by the bed. I remember it clearly, stood by the bed that, you know, Ray had died in. And I said to the Lord, Lord, I don't understand this. I do not understand what's just happened. But I want to tell you, God, even although I don't understand it, I'm going to trust you. Wow. And I said, you know, there are things in life that we don't understand. The things that will come our way that we will not understand what's happening. Why is this happening to me, God? Yeah. But it's at that point you have a choice, and I had a choice. Yes. And my choice was, God, I'm going to trust you through this because I don't understand it. I still don't understand it, but I know you, and I know my friendship with you and my relationship with you, and therefore, God, I'm able to trust you. And it's times like that choices are really important.